Hey, good afternoon, everybody. FlashWeather AI meteorologist Dave Downey here. What a crazy week of weather to start the month of July. Here we are on July 8th. Things, hopefully for now, somewhat quieting down. Over my left shoulder here, we have severe thunderstorm watches along the East Coast for today, mainly a damaging wind threat. But let's talk about Tropical Storm Chantal, made landfall near Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, on Sunday early morning, right around 4 a.m. Not a whole lot of impacts really along the beach, but I'll tell you what, the impact came inland in central North Carolina, just west of Raleigh and Durham. Upwards of 10 to 12 inches of rain falling. The rivers, the Haw River, the Eno River, going to incredible record-breaking flood stages. Let's show you the Haw River right now, where the river got to on July 7th. This beat the all-time record in Bynum. This is in Chatham County, North Carolina, 22 and a half feet. The old record was set by a hurricane many North Carolinians know well, Hurricane Fran in 1996. The Haw River beating the old record set by Fran by almost a full foot, but that was nothing compared to the Eno River. This is the Eno River in Durham, got to 25.6 feet. That beat the old record you see there of 23.6 by a full 2 feet. That old record also set by Hurricane Fran back in 1996. Tropical Storm Chantal really driving home the fact that you do not need a major hurricane to cause major problems, and we saw that. Just a 50-mile-per-hour tropical storm, a low-end tropical storm by wind speed standards making landfall, but it certainly caused plenty of problems. And, of course, late last week, we had the July 4th incredibly tragic story out of Central Texas. Over 100 people now confirmed dead, more dead confirmed than Hurricane Harvey, the big hurricane that hit Houston back in 2017, August of 2017. And that's more than got killed by Hurricane Helene last year directly from flooding in western North Carolina. It was actually indirectly related to Tropical Storm Barry that made landfall about a week before in central Mexico. Some of that moisture got lifted north into central Texas. So indirectly, both of these events in the last week, either directly or indirectly, affected by tropical storms. Let's show you the gauge height at the Guadalupe River, very close to where that Camp Mystic tragedy unfolded. Before the rain fell, before all the chaos unfolded, the river at 7.5 feet, that's pretty much the standard height, it went from 7.5 feet to 37.5 feet, a 30-foot jump in less than 4 hours, rising almost 8 feet per hour right in the middle of the night. There has been a lot of conjecture online about the warnings. Were there warnings out? Were folks well informed? There's this really good tool on Iowa State's website, the Iowa Environmental Mesonet. Really good guy, Daryl Hertzman, puts this website together. You can go back and look at any sort of advanced weather data you want, and we can filter down to the latitude and longitude of where that camp was, which was right on the banks of the river right there. There's Camp Mystic right there. These are the lat long right there. So this was the flash flood warning that the National Weather Service issued at 6:14 Zulu. That is 1:14, I should say, Central Time. We can read what they said here. So at 1:14 a.m., the National Weather Service in Austin, San Antonio issued a flash flood warning. They did underdo the rainfall totals. They said 1 to 2 inches of rain have fallen, and the expected rainfall rate is 2 to 3 inches in an hour. Additional amounts 1 to 3. However, it doesn't matter what they say in the text. What matters is down here. They put a considerable tag there for the flash flood damage threat. Anytime the National Weather Service issues a flash flood warning with the considerable tag right there, that sends a notification to all phones that are in the warning area. Now, this was in the middle of the night at 1:15 a.m., but the warnings were out Guess it just goes to show you got to take all the warnings seriously when they're issued, even if it's 1:15 in the morning. What we've seen here the past week or so, the wrath of nature. Warmer air can hold more water vapor, more moisture, and then, of course, more rain falls out of the clouds as a result. These more frequent flooding threats, if you will, really just becoming part of our new normal here. Hurricane season, over 4 months to go. It runs until the end of November. FlashWeather AI will be here watching every storm throughout this hurricane season, keeping you and your family safe.